Okay, can you guys hear me? Well, yes? Okay, because I tend to speak a little bit low, so I just want to make sure everybody in the back can hear me. And if at some point I start speaking too low, just let me know. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that many people, so thank you. So today we're going to be talking about YouTube, and I'm going to focus mostly on optimizing your content and optimizing your YouTube channel, because we don't have that much time. I'd love to go more into detail. There's so much to YouTube, but hopefully if you are not taking advantage of YouTube yet to generate more leads, this will give you a good head start. That's at least my goal. So let's see if this thing is working. Yes. So how many of you guys are uploading regularly? And when I say regularly, I mean maybe once a week. Like 2 people, 3. Okay. For me, regularly is once a day. Like that's as regularly as I'm trying. When I travel, I don't get to upload every day, but the goal for me is every day having 1 video. And if you look at all the big names, Gary Vaynerchuk, all these vloggers, all these people, they're uploading every day, sometimes twice a day. So it takes a lot of work. You don't have to start like that, but once a week would be like the lowest if you really want to get some traction. So let me just brief you very quickly about me, because that's not what's relevant today, but I've been doing this thing since 2008. I actually started my YouTube channel in 2005 when it was independent from Google. But if you go to my YouTube channel and you look at my old videos, they're just crappy music covers, so don't do that. There are some Alice in Chains covers of me singing. It's terrible. But I keep them there because that way it's proof that I've been on YouTube for a long time. My first 4 years in business were really slow. I started online while I was still at a job in human resources in Chile. That's where I'm from. That's where I live. I came all the way for you guys. And I had my real breakthrough back in 2012. So it took me about 4 years of trial and error until I finally found something that worked. And that's how I can be here today. I'm also in the 2 Comma Club. If you guys are familiar with ClickFunnels, they created this award called the 2 Comma Club, where if you sell $1 million with one of your funnels, they give you this little fancy award on stage. And I got that one in March this year. And what I do, thank you. And currently what I do is basically I create my online courses. I work with clients around the world. I do webinars. I have a marketing agency where we help people with their Instagram and Facebook ads. And I also do affiliate marketing, of course, speaking, and that's pretty much it. I love to travel, and I love my country, but I love coming here. I come here a lot. You guys have an awesome country here. How many of you guys are not from the US, though? Just curious. Okay, great. So I'm not the only foreigner here. Great. So let's start with a few stats. I don't want to bore you with them, but they are important. YouTube right now has 1.5 monthly billion active users. That's a lot of people. There are even 300,000 people paying right now for YouTube. I don't know if it's still called YouTube Red or YouTube TV. We don't have it in Chile, so I'm not a paid customer. They don't want me to give them money. Daily, 30+ million. So that's also a lot of people. To date, and I think this stat is not like to date, like July 2018, but a few months ago, 5+ billion videos. There are only, though, 50 million people actually uploading content. So 1.5 billion users, but only 50 million uploading content. So that's huge opportunity, actually, for us, content creators. But this is the really important stat. Average viewing session is 40 minutes. Like when people log into YouTube, they spend on average 40 minutes consuming content. So if you don't have enough videos out there, you're missing out on that. And 300 hours of video are uploaded per minute. Also, 62% are male, 80% are outside of the US. So it's a very global platform. 9% of small businesses are on YouTube. Millennials, of course, prefer YouTube 2-to-1 over television. And surprisingly, the 35 to 55+ age group is the fastest growing right now. So adults are going on YouTube as well. So that's an important stat right there. It's not just for younger people. Now remember, YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine behind Google. So You want to have your videos optimized. It's SEO as well. And if you don't show up for the keywords that you want to show up, you're not going to get a lot of views, especially with the algorithm. I'm going to talk a little bit about that later. But it's important to know that people are not just going on Google to search for things, they're going straight to YouTube to find videos, tutorials, how-tos, all of these things, they go straight to YouTube. Now, let's start with a few basics. So, since very few of you guys said you were uploading regularly, I'm hoping these basics will be, useful. The first thing you want to do, and I created like a brand new channel just to show you how to do this, is you want to verify your channel. If it's not verified, that's an issue. So the first time you log in, of course you need a Gmail account. That's all you need. Log in with your Gmail account. And then go to Status and Features. How do we get the, there it is. So Status and Features right there. And you want to click on that little blue Verify button. When you do that, it's going to give you a couple options. You select your country, and you have these two options. I think if you select a different country, it might give you more options. For me, I just do the automated voice message. Oh, sorry. And then after you do that, it'll say verified on that little badge. It's really simple. That's it. They just want to make sure you're a real person and you have a phone number. Then the next thing, once you have verified your channel and everything, you want to customize your channel, right? So you go to your channel homepage, you click Customize. You want to have a profile photo, cover photo, hopefully a close-up of yourself or the logo of your brand, if you have a brand. And for a company, make sure it's high quality and let people know you're serious. And of course, you can add some info about yourself. For example, here I made this myself, honestly. I didn't hire a designer yet for this, and you don't need to. But you can add a few keywords about what you do, so when people land on your homepage, they immediately know what the channel is about. And the other important thing here is the About section. Okay, you can add a little paragraph about who you are, what you do, and you can also have a business email right there. When you verify your channel, it should allow you to add a business email, and that way people can contact you. Not many people will use that, not many people will see it, but it's better that it's there than if it's not. These are just some examples of YouTubers and entrepreneurs that I follow that have done a great job with their cover photo and their About sections for you guys to check them out. Roberto Blake, he's a great content creator. You know him? Someone know him? Oh, yeah, you do. I love this guy. Lewis House, of course, is another good role model for YouTube and video content in general. Of course, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, more on the entrepreneurial side. Especially Gary Vee, he gets great engagement on his channel. And Grant Cardone, what he does is he's always updating the cover photo according to whatever his next event is. So if you do events often, do the same thing, update your cover photo regularly. So if you have something important to announce, go and put that up there. Now, the next thing you want to optimize are your playlists. Of course, if you're brand new, you haven't uploaded a lot of videos, I encourage you to go and upload as many as you can. If you have 10 videos, upload 10 in the same day. It doesn't matter, because that way you can start creating your playlists. And what I do is, for example, this is one example of my playlist. These are interviews that I've done for my podcast. So what I do with my podcast is I always, when the person allows me to, I do a video with them, and then I put it on YouTube, and then I put it on the podcast as well. And I create a playlist where I make sure that it is congruent, like that we have the same colors across the playlist and all of that. And you can have up to 10 playlists showing up on your homepage. That doesn't mean you can only create 10 playlists. You can create, I don't know if there's a limit, I haven't hit it yet. But featured on your homepage, you can have up to 10. So make sure those 10 are very, very relevant. The other important thing is you want to add a description on each playlist up here, right? So when people are browsing your channel, it generally is, okay, what's the content here? What can I watch? What's it about? And don't have the homepage empty. Like, try to get those playlists there. Here's another example, right? you know, like I just said before, the thumbnails should be congruent. This is another playlist I have where I just upload social media videos. I talk about Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and I try to make them as congruent as possible. And I'll give you guys a few resources to make this yourselves. You don't need to hire designers or anything. It's really simple. They don't need to be fancy. Mine are not fancy at all. They just make it clear from the start. When people see it, they know what the video is about. That's it. The next thing you want to optimize here is you go back to status and features after you've been verified, and you will start seeing all of these other options here. And some of them you will be ineligible. Is that right? No. I don't know the right word for that, but you won't be able to enable those options until you get a certain amount of views and a certain amount of subscribers. So for example, to get a custom URL, for example, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/Carolina Millan, which is my name. But for you to get that custom URL, you have to have 100 subscribers. So if you have an email list, invite your email list, invite your Facebook contacts, invite everybody to subscribe to your channel so that you can get the 100 subscriber mark fast. And then you can claim your custom URL, which is a lot better than /channel/ a bunch of rubbish. The other thing that's going to take a while to activate is monetization. Now, personally, I don't really make a lot of money from YouTube, like directly from AdSense. I make money from people who watch my videos. They enter their email in my funnel, and they buy whatever I'm selling or my coaching services. But if you don't enable this, YouTube is going to show your content less because they want to make money from you too. So I encourage you to enable your monetization if you are eligible for it. If you're not, it's because you need to reach this here. At least 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. This is new. The reason, well, new, it's been for maybe 3-4 months. The reason for this is because some of the biggest YouTubers messed it up for the rest of us. They uploaded bad content. If you guys are familiar with Logan Paul and all these kids, they messed it up for the rest of the smaller creators. And so now they're asking everybody to have at least 4,000 hours in the last 12 months. So you have to put out a lot of content. So that's the only thing that's probably a little bit harder to get to, but as soon as you qualify for that, activate monetization, again, because YouTube will give your videos a little more relevance if they are monetized. And once you can always apply before you get there, but it's most likely that you will not get monetized until you reach that. Next thing, your upload defaults. This is going to save you a lot of time. It took me a while to realize that that was possible, but if you go to upload defaults, you can immediately put a description, like default description for all of your videos. For example, if you want to put all your affiliate links, one thing I do is I link all of my cameras, my microphones, I put all my Amazon affiliate links in all of my videos. And so the description that is right here includes all of the relevant links that I want on all of my videos, relevant keywords, a little blurb about who I am, and then all I do whenever I upload a new video, I go to the top here before the subscribe thing, and I put 2 sentences for that specific video. So what that specific video is about, and then the rest is all the same. And you can also add tags, of course, some relevant tags to go in all of your videos. And then for each specific video, you want to add specific tags. So don't just put 100 tags there and never change them, because you're competing with yourself for your own keywords. So be changing those as well. I'll show you I'll show you where to do that. Next thing important here is branding. So if you go to your settings, you click on branding and add a watermark. This could be your company logo, it could be your face, it could be anything you want. In my case, what I did is I just found a little subscribe, YouTube subscribe button, and I put that as my watermark, so it has a little call to action. You can make your own, like you could put your logo here and then the word subscribe under it, because whenever people hover their mouse over that in every video, your subscribe button pops up. So that helps you get more subscribers. Okay? And you can choose if you want it to show up over the entire video or just at the beginning or just at the end. I usually just leave the entire video. Next, the advanced features. There are a few things you can optimize here as well. You got the channel features, channel keywords that are general to the entire channel. You can link your AdWords account. This is important as well that you do that because you will need that for YouTube advertising, paid advertising. Won't be covering that here today because there's not enough time. I'm not an expert, but I will recommend somebody who is an expert. Next, this is probably the most important thing you want to do as soon as they allow you to. Like I said, probably if you're brand new, they won't let you, but keep checking. And that is adding your associated website. This is really important because it will allow you to add clickable links to all of your videos, and I'll show you how to do that, okay? So if you're brand new here, it'll allow you to add it, and it'll ask you to verify your domain name. So put a domain name that you own, that you can easily verify. Hopefully it's a WordPress website maybe, because they will give you a piece of code, and you have to put that piece of code on the site, and then just let them know, hey, the code is there, approve it. And of course, your Google Analytics ID. Add it down here as well. If you don't have Google Analytics, set that up. Put it here because Google Analytics will give you some really, really good data about your YouTube channel as well. Now let's go into content strategy a little bit. I already showed you a couple of my playlists. Let me give you some more details. One important thing is to really define what your content is going to be, because the most successful YouTube channels are very niche. They don't just talk about comedy one day and drama another day and business and Shopify one day. And so they are very focused on the type of content that they upload, because that way they don't scare their viewers away. In my personal case, I was having an issue with that because I was uploading videos in Spanish, I was uploading videos in English, I have these old music videos, then I was uploading concert videos because I love going to concerts, and then I would put a video about a band, and then I would get a bunch of subscribers who wanted the music, and then the next day I uploaded an interview with a marketer and they unsubscribed because I'm here because you upload music, so what is this? So I started being a lot more strict with the type of content I was uploading. And I suggest you try to do that from the very beginning. And for example, okay, I'm just gonna talk about business, that might be a little too generic. But if your thing is e-commerce, then focus on e-commerce. If it's Amazon e-commerce, then make all your videos about Amazon e-commerce. What's going on with it? What are the latest news about it? What is your take on it? If there's any new policy change, talk about it. Just make a bunch of videos about that topic. And also, you can have your content, again, organized in your playlists. So maybe you'll have tutorials about something. Maybe you'll have interviews with other people. Maybe you'll have documenting your own journey with the business, whatever niche you're in. Just make sure you separate all of that so that people have an easier time consuming all of your content, and they just don't have to jump around looking for your videos. So these are just some examples. For example, I do vlogs. This is from last year. I was here at the Affiliate Summit in 2017. I did a vlog about it. I do some inspirational videos. I do tutorials, right? You know, if I go to an event like this one, I'll do an event about, a review about it, interviews with other people, social media. So those are the topics I cover. And so I try to stick to those pillars of content. Doesn't mean you have to do every single video about the same thing, but make sure the topics are related. Now, calls to action, don't wait until the last part of the video. A lot of people make a long video and then at the very end they say, oh, hey, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. Do that from the very beginning. If you've watched videos from, I don't know, I admit sometimes I waste my time watching Watch Mojo and stuff like that, and you know, the 10 worst movies of 2018, right? At the very beginning, in the first 10, 20 seconds, they immediately tell you, be sure to hit the subscribe button, tap the notifications bell so you don't miss our videos. And then they move on to the content. So you want to do the same thing. At the beginning of your video, intro yourself, invite people right away to subscribe. Hey, if you don't want to miss anything, there's a subscribe button right there, hit it, and tap the notifications bell, because if they don't do the notifications bell, they'll never get updated on your videos because YouTube's algorithm is just messed up. Now, video length. Shorter videos do get better engagement, yes, but you can upload really long videos on YouTube. Like I said before, people spend 40 minutes on average on each session. They log in, they're there to watch something. On Facebook, people are scrolling. If you upload an hour-long video on Facebook, very few people are going to watch it because it's another mindset. People go on YouTube to watch something long in general. So you can have longer videos. And also, YouTube rewards watch time. I'm going to talk about that in a bit. What else? Yes, thumbnails. This is what I use, canva.com. It's free, it's easy. I do all of these ugly thumbnails there. Mine are ugly, but you can make better ones. I mean, it's a great platform, really. I like doing them myself because I like to have them right away. But you can, if you have a designer in-house in your team, get a designer to do them. But if not, just use Canva or PicMonkey. You can also research other channels in your niche. This is really important if you're just getting started. Okay, what content is doing great on YouTube in my niche? Go on YouTube and see what they are doing. Look at their channel, look at the channel art, look at the most watched videos that they have. You can sort the videos by most popular. See what videos did really great for other people and see how you could be creating similar videos for yourself. Next thing, if you want to optimize your video, let's say you already uploaded a video, you want to optimize it, you want to go to Info and Settings. Okay? The title must contain relevant keywords. So if I'm interviewing John Lee Dumas, the title has to say John Lee Dumas. And I know his podcast is Entrepreneurs on Fire, so of course I put Entrepreneurs on Fire. So I have all the relevant keywords. I could have added more, but then if your title is more than 75 characters, it's going to get cut. So 75 characters is the limit. They say 100 is the limit, really, but if you do 100 characters, I've seen it, it doesn't show the full title. And of course, you can add a custom thumbnail right here. It will allow you to do that. Or you can, select one of the pre-made there. The custom thumbnail has to be 2 megabytes tops. If it's bigger, it's not going to let you. Next, I just explained before, you have your upload defaults, and then you go and you can add a couple of sentences on top of it. And then you have, of course, your default keywords, and then you add a few more relevant ones. So John Lee Dumas interview, John Lee Dumas Entrepreneur on Fire, Entrepreneurs on Fire, blah, 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 blah. And you can see this little number here next to that one. There's little number 8. Maybe you don't see it over there. There's a it's a plugin that I use. It's called TubeBuddy. And it allows me to see right away how am I ranking for that keyword. So if you go on, hopefully, if you go on YouTube and you search John Lee Dumas Entrepreneurs on Fire, I think that's the full keyword, you should find this video at number 8 in the page, hopefully. Maybe it doesn't show for everybody. This is the app. This is, disclaimer, that is an affiliate link. You don't have to use it. You can just go to tubebuddy.com. But what I really love about this plugin is if you start typing a keyword here, it'll give you related search terms, and it'll tell you right away what else people are looking for when it comes to that keyword. So immediately I know, okay, I'm going to add John Lee Dumas podcast, John Lee Dumas podcast course, John Lee Dumas Entrepreneurs on Fire, blah, 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 John Lee Dumas net worth. So this is the rest of keywords that people are searching for related to him. And you can just click that little plus sign and start adding them right away. So it saves you time. Next important thing, the end screen and annotations right here. This is really important to add at the end of all of your videos. You can have all of these calls to action. Subscribe, okay, this is your channel avatar. You can have another video so people stay on your channel. Hey, I love that interview. Do you have more? Well, yeah, Ray Higdon. You can watch my interview with Ray Higdon. And then they watch Ray Higdon, and then there's Gary Vee, and then there's Grant Cardone, or whatever. So if you will have a video here, make sure it's related to what they just watched. Or you can even, if you click here, add element, you can promote a video that is the best for the viewer, and YouTube, with their algorithm, will determine what's best for that specific viewer, and it will show them a video of your channel that YouTube thinks they will be interested in. So you can do that and leave it open, or you can put one yourself. And this will show up at the last 20 seconds. So you can only do the last 20 seconds, and you can keep this. So what I do is, of course, I have my video editor. He adds a special thing at the end so that people can subscribe and watch it. This is the other important thing. You can use, there's a WordPress plugin I really like called PrettyLink. And this allows you, once you add your channel, your associated website, you can have specific links. And all of these links are going to be your associated website. But with PrettyLink, you can put anything you want, any funnel. It's a URL shortener, basically. And so you can put any funnel you want, any website you want, and YouTube will still recognize it as your main website. So that's one thing I really love about YouTube, that I can just add anything. And then here, I can add a little photo for the podcast, and then it shows up right there. I'm going to try, I have very few minutes, so I'm going to have to go a bit faster. I'll give you guys the slides, by the way. At the end, there's a link you can get the slides. You can add all of this stuff. You can promote another channel, maybe from another fellow entrepreneur, or another of your own channels. You can add up to 5 cards, and they will show up throughout the video in this little corner here, okay? The YouTube cards. Let me show you an example here. For example, this is one of my membership programs, right? I add the call to action, I add the URL shortener, I add the photo, create card, and then 39 seconds, I decide if I want it to be on at 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, whenever you want, it'll pop up right here. And this works on mobile and desktop. And people can just click there, and it'll display this, and then people click and they go to my funnel, my website, whatever. So the cards are huge. You need to be using cards because this is how you collect leads from YouTube right away. Let's go really briefly through the channel analytics. If you're brand new, you just click on analytics down here. You will not see the YouTube Studio beta yet. But if you see that, click on that instead. So you'll have all of this information. This is really valuable for you to understand your channel, your audience behavior, what videos are doing better, so that you create more of those videos. The thing is, you have to create the content people want to watch, not the content you want to make. And a lot of people are like, no, but I want to make videos about this. But you have to listen to your audience. So if you have a few videos up there, look at those analytics and see what they want. In my personal case, what I discovered, oh, by the way, it even shows you the CTR. So if people are browsing YouTube and they see your thumbnail, this will show you how many people saw your thumbnail for your video and actually clicked to watch it. So 4% is actually really good for this, for YouTube. Here, watch time. I have my average view duration is 5 minutes and 59 seconds, which is almost 6 minutes. So when people watch one of my videos, they stay for 6 minutes. That's way more than the average. So that means, yes, upload longer videos as long as they are valuable. People will watch. And also, YouTube rewards, their algorithm will reward watch time over amount of views. I could have 1 million views, but very little watch time because I clickbaited people. You know, you lied in the title, and so the video is not about what it's supposed to be. And then the watch time goes down, and then YouTube realizes you're gaming the system. They're not going to recommend your videos anymore. But if you're genuine and people actually care about the video, you will get more views. Also, you can see your traffic sources. People are searching my name or this other topics here. And what I discovered was most of my videos that were doing really well were Spanish videos. So I said, you know what, I'm going to create another channel and just focus on Spanish videos because I'm mixing things up, confusing people with 2 languages. And this told me people want to watch you in Spanish. All right, I'll create more Spanish content. Top videos. What are your top videos? All right, this one's did well. I'm going to make more videos like that. This is what you need to do. Listen to your audience. And all the information is right here. And repurpose your content. Create, if you have a long video, create a shorter Instagram version. Put it on your blog. Like I have my video editor create Instagram version, like square versions. Now you can have vertical videos on Instagram with IGTV. Create different versions of your video. Same content, different versions for each platform. This is on Facebook, right? here are a few tools and resources that I already mentioned: Canva.com, TubeBuddy, Social Blade. You can view other people's channels' performance. Upwork.com if you need a video editor. I hired one there. Highly recommended if you will take this very seriously and you don't want to be doing your own editing. Keyword tool to do a little bit of keyword research, although with the TubeBuddy app, you can already do that as well. This is really cool. It's actually like a subscriber count. It shows you how many subscribers you get in real time, like a nice, big, fancy subscriber count. And Pretty Link, this WordPress plugin. It's really basic. It's free. There's a free version. I'm sure there are better ones, but this works just fine for me for what I showed you before. And that's it. Thank you. I think I went over time, but if anybody has a question? Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you go to cmlink.me/ASE18, you can get the slides. There is an opt-in, but it's double opt-in, so you don't have to confirm the opt-in. And the slides are in the thank you page, so you don't need to stay on my email list. So I don't know if anybody has a question. I don't know if I have time for questions. Yes? Oh. OK. Do you optimize your videos to rank the YouTube search results? Are there any tools for doing SEO on YouTube? Yes, the TubeBuddy tool. Actually, there's a lot I couldn't show you because I would have to do a whole presentation just about TubeBuddy. But that allows you to optimize the SEO. It allows you to even go to your competitors and see, for example, I can click on John Chow's video, and I can see all of his keywords that he's using, and I can see how he's ranking for those keywords. And then I can go and use similar keywords or the same keywords. So you can do that with that tool. There are others, but I like to just focus on what works. That one works for me. I rank high in a specific keyword search on YouTube, but I rank low in the same keyword search on Google. Any tips to rank higher on a Google video search? Honestly, I don't know much about Google SEO personally. So I would say if you're ranking high on YouTube for that keyword, that's great because it's the second largest search engine. It's much better than nothing. I would probably try, but this could mess up your YouTube ranking. So you could go and edit the description or edit the tags on the YouTube video and see if that has any effect. But personally, if you're good on YouTube, don't worry about Google, I would say. That's it? All right? Yes? Oh.
Do you upload videos on Facebook or any other platform?
Yes, I do. But I usually create a Facebook version for the video. And I don't upload the exact same YouTube video on Facebook because I have a different call to action at the end. Instead of subscribe, it's like and share at the end. And then sometimes I make smaller versions, shorter versions. Like if it's an hour-long video, I'll have my editor cut it into small 5-minute clips and put that on Facebook.
But you don't send out traffic to YouTube. You just keep it in Facebook.
Yeah, because if you take a YouTube URL and you put it on Facebook, your organic reach, nobody's going to see it. Facebook wants you to upload video on Facebook. So make a Facebook version of the video or upload the same video if you don't have any call to action specific to YouTube. But yeah, for Facebook, just do it right there.
Can you tell us about your ClickFunnels success story, mini case study?
I did it mostly with affiliate marketing and my coaching and my events. So I started using ClickFunnels in 2015, I think. And at the time that I applied for the Comma Club Award, they were allowing you to put together several funnels. But now they ask you for just one funnel that did $1 million. So in my case, it was a combination of affiliate marketing and my products and services. I did the math. I sent them the funnels. I sent them the screenshots. And they said, OK, yeah, you qualified. Now, how did I do that? I used a lot of video. Like I said, YouTube. I've been using YouTube for years now, blogging, Facebook advertising. All of those things combined allowed me to get there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel about putting up testimonial videos from some of your subscribers or customers?
I do that. I didn't get to show you an example. I have an entire playlist dedicated to testimonials. So if you go to my channel, you will see what other people say about Carolina, and you'll find testimonials from my clients. That's really, really powerful. If you have them.
Incentivize them for that, or they just do it?
Usually they just do it. But if you can incentivize them, go for it. One way to incentivize people to give you testimonials is just reward them, give them an Amazon gift card, give them free time with you or free product, something that will incentivize them. But honestly, the best testimonials are those that just come because they want to do them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah?
Can you share your experience working with video editors remote from Upwork?
Well, I placed an ad. I just went on Upwork.com. I said, I'm looking for a video editor. One thing that was important for me was that they were interested in my content. I didn't want just anybody just because they were talented, but I also wanted them to be interested in business, marketing, or at least follow some of the YouTubers that I follow. So for example, I said, ideally you know who Gary Vee is, because I love that style, or Casey Neistat, or all of these guys making it happen on YouTube. And I asked them questions like, who do you follow on YouTube, or do you watch YouTube yourself? If not, because YouTube is not the same as editing for television or editing a movie, or it has a very specific style. So they have to be interested in it, and they have to enjoy editing the content, because if not, it's such a drag for somebody to sit through your files and edit them if they don't care. So ask them what content they consume, what else they edited before, and put some links of YouTube channels that you enjoy, and tell them, look, this is the style I'm going for. And then just test them. What I did was I asked a couple of people to do like a test. Like, hey, can you edit this video for Instagram? And that's how I selected the person I wanted to work with, whoever did the best job on the editing.
Okay, that's the last question for tonight.
Thank you.
Good night.